Los geht's.
Welcome, Guardians. This year, we're celebrating our journey with you, whether you joined us 30 years ago or if it just started today.
Oh, der Linke, der schreibt über
This game is in our
Blog-Einträge.
blood. The Destiny team is full of Destiny fans. Folks who came here because Destiny was their favorite hobby. Folks who log out from work in the evening and log in to play with their clan.
The team we have today is committed to relentlessly upgrading this game that we all love. We aren't happy with just another mission. Instead, we want to push the limit of quality you can expect in an action MMO with uniquely Destiny experiences like Expunge and Presage. We are committed to delivering the best mission content that you can play in any game with a friend and having the best feeling action game, period.
Ja, die Expansion-Mission war insane.
And this shows through in the passion that we see for Destiny 2. Since we declared independence 2 years ago, the Destiny community has grown by over 20 million new players, and it continues to grow faster than we ever could have predicted. We're grateful to be a part of this amazing growing community that you all have created. You represent Destiny. You help make it better every year, and you are so welcoming and supportive of every new Guardian that sets foot in the tower.
And only a handful of us are going to be up here today. Most of them are in their homes, at their desks, working hard to bring the next part of Destiny to life.
Wäre auch
It's
lieber
a
bei einer
huge
Katze.
honor representing such an incredible team and introducing the next chapter of Destiny 2. So, without further ado, this is the Witch Queen.
Wenn der Trailer kommt, gehe ich ins Vollbild, dann verschwinde ich kurz. Oh. Halt, da ist es. Ja.
Truth is a funny thing. Does it live in the world or in the mind? Is it constant
So klasse.
or can it be bent? Who decides what is true? In this universe of light and dark, there is no greater power. Tell me, little lights, what is your truth now?
Oh no. Am 22.02.
Oh my God, James. Savathun is serious. I think she's the most dangerous villain
Das war
we've faced
cool.
yet.
7 years we've been building up to this
Let's
moment,
go.
and she is finally
Team
stepping into the
Savathun.
spotlight and showing us who she really is. What we know about light and darkness is proving to be way more complex than what we previously thought. There are so many lies, truths,
Aber
and
dass die auch
revelations that we're
Geister
going to
haben,
get to in
cool.
the Witch Queen and the year leading up to it. I mean, we're paying off these narrative threads that go all the way back to Destiny's origins, and we're supporting it with the best content that Destiny has to offer.
Definitely. And we've got a lot of awesome content to show today. Let's start with the most mysterious destination yet.
Yeah. Savathun's throne world. This is an uncharted wonderland of secrets and lies. It's this place that she's created in her own image, this surreal and majestic, light-blessed world. She has this castle that she rules from. It overlooks this dark, swampy underbelly with this lone pyramid ship out there. It's the future world she wanted to create, built atop the darkness that she left behind.
And throne worlds, they're a deep part of Destiny lore. Powerful entities create these pocket universes, and when we're there, we have to play by their rules.
But now, our own light powers are being used against us. I mean, she has this whole army of Hive that she's ascended to the light and brought along with her. These are the Hive Guardians, and they are the backbone of her new army.
Das ist
We've
super cooler
talked a lot.
Gegnertyp.
let's show a little. Let's take the first ever look at the Witch Queen gameplay.
Gameplay. Ich gehe nochmal ins Vollbild.
Savathun, the Witch Queen, hive god of cunning and lies. After the death of her brother Oryx, Savathun went into hiding. Not out of fear, of
Oh, so
course,
eine coole Location.
but out of strategy. In her greatest trick yet, stealing our most sacred resource. The one thing we thought she could never touch. The light.
Es ist so absurd, die Gegner damit angreifen zu sehen. Jo, der hat ein Schwert geschossen. Und so ein Nahkampfspeer als Waffe, der schießen kann. Oh, coole Waffe. Pieks, pieks. Oh, das so wie du einfach packen und zerstören. Das ist nice.
I cannot wait just to reach out and just crush a hive ghost in my hand.
Yeah, I mean, we've been defined by the light for so long. This is uncharted territory for us. I mean, we're in strange new places. Like, the throne world, it's haunting, but it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful. There's a lot to love. There's a few things we saw in the trailer that we haven't talked about yet.
Savathun and her lucent brood. This is the biggest threat Guardians have faced yet, so we need to find new weapons to match their power. The glaive. I love this thing. It's brutal and elegant. It's this new energy weapon with melee abilities, mid-range projectiles, and defensive capabilities. It's our first ever first-person melee weapon, and it is such an awesome tool for the battlefield.
Also kann man sogar mit viel Muni und die
Blade
ganze
feels
Zeit damit
so
kämpfen.
good. Just jump in and unleash these brutal melee combos and transition right to an energy blast. It's really powerful and has a lot of utility.
So, we've told you about what the glaive can do. Now let's talk about how you're going to get your hands on one. These weapons don't come out of chests at the end of missions, and you're not going to find one roaming around the throne world. Your first glaive is not going to be found. It's going to be built.
Yes, weapon crafting is coming to Destiny 2.
Waffencraften? Okay.
Now, chasing weapons has been an integral part of the Destiny Pursuit game since the beginning. And over the years, we've added more deterministic paths to get the roles that you want undone. Think things like Umbral engrams and the raid chest.
Weapon crafting unlocks the freedom to choose all that and more. It gives us ultimate control over the guns. Now, this is a combat-focused crafting and progression system. That means the more you use these weapons, the more objectives you complete with them, the more you'll level them up, and the more powerful they grow over time. And at launch, here's the awesome thing. You'll be able to craft all Throne World weapons, new raid weapons, and the seasonal weapons. There's just a ton of stuff to do in this system. And the Witch Queen is just the beginning of weapon crafting. We have plans to add more craftable weapons, both legacy and new, throughout the year.
We've seen and we've talked about a lot of really cool features, but let's get right into the meat of it. Let's talk about the Witch Queen campaign.
Oh, ist cool, dass die auch
love
rumsteht.
campaigns. They've always been a cornerstone of the Destiny experience. They're rich, deep stories interwoven with big combat sequences and memorable characters. They take us to remote worlds in our ever-changing universe. And so we're putting extra care into the campaign for the Witch Queen. We want you to feel those goosebumps when you step onto the throne world for the first time and come face to face with Hive Guardians.
And every one of the missions has its own unique fantasy. Like, what does it feel like to storm a castle or just go straight into the depths of hell?
If you like games with standalone campaigns like Doom, Titanfall 2, God of War, and Halo, then the Witch Queen is for you.
Okay, das ist ein Call.
So, in addition to our classic normal mode, Legendary is our tougher, aspirational version of the campaign.
Oh,
where the
yeah.
enemies hit harder, and respawning is heavily restricted. So every battle is a gut punch. Every boss is a worthy adversary. It's gonna hurt. You might tap out. But if you persist and you get to the end, your time will be well rewarded.
Whether you want to play solo or with a fire team, the difficulty will scale based on how many people you bring. Before we go, one last trip down memory lane. I remember camping out the Predator for Destiny 1 because I just had to have the Ghost. To me, it was like the symbol of destiny. And if you care about that stuff like me, you're gonna want to get your hands on the Collector's Edition because you're gonna get a Hive Buddy to go up on the shelf with it.
Kriegt man Hive-Geist in der Collectors Edition, nice. Ja, aber so einen höheren Schwierigkeitsgrad für die Story ist super. Weil ich fand die halt oft echt einfach. Und dass die Story mal so richtig anspruchsvoll wäre. Achso, man kriegt sogar so eine Real-Life-Version. Oh, wie cool.
Wow, that was so
Da habe ich
cool.
Platz auf dem Regal.
I'm so excited for this one. And that's not even everything that's in there, too.
I know. Those are the hero items, and they're, I think, one of the best ones that we've ever done.
Okay, wir können wieder
Collector's
hier hin.
editions
Hallo.
have always been like this really perfect jumping point to enter the worlds that we build. And actually lifting like in-world objects and
so
putting them
gegönnt
in
alles.
players' hands is just, it's just a good feeling.
We don't just put random items. Everything in there means something, and it helps push the narrative. And there might be some puzzles to unlock in there as well.
Kleiner Hive-Geist. Süß.
So at this point, you can see Savathun has been one of our greatest threats, operating behind the scenes for years.
You may have heard of her brother, the Taken King, but Savathun is the most dangerous being we've ever faced. She's cunning, elusive, she works in the shadows, so in a way, Savathun is new to all of us.
Exactly, and now it's time to finally see this legend reveal herself and change the Destiny universe forever.
But when we talk about the overarching story of Destiny, we don't just mean the plot lines or characters that feature release to release.
Narrative is a guiding force in Destiny, and we're calling on its rich history of world building, bringing that to the forefront and growing it in a bold new direction. So when you join the game today, you'll experience an immediate call to action alongside millions of your fellow Guardians.
During this past year, we watched the results of your actions play out across Destiny's seasonal releases. You've redeemed old foes, brought former enemies to the bargaining table, learned that there's always more than one side to every story, and built alliances no one ever thought possible.
And on the largest scale, you'll experience a vast, living, interconnected world of stories that's striving to a greater end.
We need you, Guardian.
You'll experience this alongside a massive community of Guardians, release after release, together. This is our universe's cosmic purpose. This 10-year journey we've been on since Destiny 1, it's drawing to its dramatic conclusion. The Light and Darkness saga will end. But make no mistake, Destiny 2 will not. We're building not so much to an ending, but more to this transformative moment for Destiny 2's future.
Last year, we announced The Witch Queen and the following expansion, Lightfall.
And now we're excited to announce the release after Lightfall, the final chapter in the Light and Darkness saga, Destiny 2, the final shape. It's going to be one wild, continuous ride.
Yes, and that ride starts with Season of the Lost. Not only is it the prologue to The Witch Queen, it's your first opportunity to interact with Savathun. But rather than spoil it for you, why don't we take a look?
If we are to survive the coming storm,
die
the
Rüstung ist
tower
cool.
and the Dreaming City must stand united.
Dreaming City.
We are surrounded. A ring of spears pointing inward from the edges of our system. The Witch Queen is no less dangerous now than she has ever been. We must uncover whatever secrets she knows with the time that we have.
Das ist jetzt das Zeug, was um 19 Uhr kommt.
Relight the pathways of the Ascendant Plane and guide my people back to me.
Ja, wir können wieder Taken aussehen. Cool.
There is a malevolent force at work in this plane, Guardian.
Oh, ist cool, dass die Location mehr nutzen. Das sah so nice aus, das Gebiet. Ein Zepter. Fusion Rifle. Glaube ich. Ein VR-Fusionsgewehr?
Violence is needed.
Und Cosplay gibt's jetzt, genau. Also noch nicht direkt bei Launch, aber kommt in der Season. Trailer
with
könnte so
them, I
gut.
can save us all.
Season of the Lost. Okay, da muss man diese Diener von der scheinbar sammeln.
Seasons have gone through massive transformations since Shadowkeep. We're dedicated to creating an evolving, interconnected world that puts your Guardian at the center of the action. We're reaching the end of one journey and the beginning of another.
The days of Destiny's biggest story moments happening in lore pages is long gone. I mean, Mara's return has been hinted at forever, and now it's happening in a season. One of the changes I'm most excited about are the updates to the light subclasses every season in Year 5 of Destiny 2. We're adding aspects and fragments similar to Stasis. We'll be starting with the Void subclass update that goes live alongside the Witch Queen. But the Witch Queen is only the beginning of what's to come, and Season of the Lost is the prologue to that story. It starts off with Marasov's return to the Dreaming City, and with her return, all the awoken technology comes alive.
But the Hive God of War, Xivu Arath, has reemerged and has Guardians and Mara in her sights. Guardians must forge a path through the Ascendant Plane to save Mara's lost coven of witches before Xivu Arath can reach them. And to aid you in this task, you'll have the Wayfinder's Compass.
The time is at hand. The beacons shine bright and the ley lines are set in place.
It's an ancient awoken artifact that gives the wielder the power to uncover pathways, secrets, and treasures within the Ascendant Plane.
There's a plethora of new weapons coming, including a suite of legendary stasis guns that will stop your enemies cold.
Stimmt, gibt es Stasis-Waffen dann nächste Season. Also
The armor makes you feel like you're a member of Queen Mara's court.
And no season is complete without new exotics, and Season of Lost features one once intended for Uldren. Let's take a moment to talk about Trials. So Trials of Osiris is the in-game aspirational PvP activity and more popular than ever. Two of the biggest asks from our community have been adding anti-cheat and adding matchmaking. In Season of the Lost, we're doing both.
We've partnered with BattleEye to soft launch the anti-cheat software when Trials goes live on September 10th. Also, you'll be able to matchmake with groups of players to form fire teams or solo queue by yourself. And we've remixed how rewards are distributed to give all players the opportunity to earn some of the best weapons and coolest armor in the game.
Ja,
That's right. We're shifting away from winning matches as a primary way to earn loot, and instead, winning individual rounds and completing matches will allow you to earn some rewards. But going flawless hasn't changed. So if you want to flex those PvP skills, the Flawless Chest will still be the only place to earn adept trials weapons and unique cosmetics.
Okay, cool.
All right, so the next chapter in Destiny begins right after this stream with Season of the Lost. Return to the Dreaming City with Marasov and learn the mystic art of wayfinding.
I'm so excited crossplay is going live today.
And today is your first opportunity to jump into Destiny with friends on any platform from all over the world.
Warte, ist Cosplay jetzt today oder nicht? Vielleicht ist der Trailer auch einfach älter. Aber eigentlich haben sie gesagt, dass es nicht direkt zu Launch ist, sondern erst irgendwie eine Trends. Doch, heute? Vielleicht ist heute schon Cosplay. Wäre auch nice. Wir sehen es ja dann, wenn wir ins Spiel gehen. Oh, ich will jetzt schon den Speer haben, Junge. Das letzte ist dieses... Ist mir vor... Nee, ist einfach allgemein. Recap. Oh, es sah alles so cool aus. Also die jetzige Season wird nice, aber Witch Queen wird giga nice. Und ich dachte erst, wo die über Waffencraften geredet haben, dass man sich so selber die einzelnen Teile zusammenstellt oder so. Aber man kann halt einfach gezielte Waffen herstellen. Einfach wenn ich jetzt halt, keine Ahnung, eine Sparations mir craften will, mache ich mir halt eine. So in der Hinsicht ist es halt. Aber ich dachte erst, dass man so die Teile einzeln baut. Das wäre auch ein bisschen viel gewesen. Aber Speer ist cool. Speer will ich haben. Will jetzt schon Speer haben. So ein Exotic-Speer, den man ja schon in der Season tragen kann oder so. Oh.
And to leave the world in a better place. We want to be a part of that social change. Fuck racism.
We don't just stop with the games that we make, but we really utilize the successes that we've seen to be able to give back in an even greater capacity that spans beyond just the gaming industry.
Foundation, thank you.
Witch Queen? Weiß ich noch nicht, Nefarius. Also eigentlich schon wegen dem Legendary-Schwierigkeitsgrad will ich schon Koop spielen.
This adventure has begun. It's awesome to have you here.
game is going to single-handedly destroy my social life, and I can't wait.
Ja, aber wehe, du hast wieder 2 Stunden Serverprobleme, während ich im Spiel warte, Nefarius.
Alright, Guardian. Time to kick him where it hurts.
War das gerade Amanda Holiday? Ja. Achso, die sind aus alten Trailern. Okay, ich war gerade sehr irritiert.
This is going to hurt. A lot.
Nein. Oh. Was ist da denn passiert? Ja, dass der Kamerawinkel bei den beiden Shots gleich war, wurde schon auf Reddit gepostet, das habe ich auch mitbekommen. Ja, Knallerhorn! Die habe ich aber bei Xur gekauft.
This is great. Anyone want a hug? Hugs? No?
Ich umarme keine Toten. Ich umarme nur mein Savatun Bully Pillow.
How do you follow that? Wow, 30 years. And I remember when Halo first launched, and my friends and I completed the entire campaign in a single epic play session. And as the credits rolled, I knew that Bungie had transformed console gaming forever, and that I would be a lifelong fan.
Nicht Savatun, Savatun. So wie Thunfisch. Savatun, Saver. Ja, Sava und Saber klingt ähnlich, stimmt schon.
Special. It's something worth celebrating together. So we're gonna have a party in Destiny 2.
Wie nennen die den auf
Starting
Englisch?
this December, we are launching the Bungie 30th Anniversary Celebration in Destiny 2. Free for all players, the 30th Anniversary Celebration will offer a new 6-player match-made activity, secrets to unravel, and rewards that commemorate our long and storied history together.
And that's just the beginning. In addition to the free event, players can also purchase the Bungie 30th Anniversary Pack that includes a new treasure-themed 3-player dungeon set on the Cosmodrome within the fabled Loot Cave. Players will plunder its depths to discover an exciting new Thorm-inspired armor set and fan-favorite Destiny 1 weapons like Izaluna and Thousand Yard Stare. It even has the Claymore sword from Myth.
Purchasing the pack unlocks a range of awesome Bungie-themed armor ornaments and cosmetics to collect, including ornament sets inspired by the Bungie 30th Anniversary Celebration and Marathon.
Armor.
But the dungeon holds one more secret. The crown jewel of its weaponry is a Destiny 1 classic. Gallahorn is making its long-awaited debut in Destiny 2.
Dungeon.
We're going to take its iconic status to the next level. Galley has been carefully updated for the Destiny 2 sandbox.
So, this December, join your friends and collect exclusive rewards
Updated für die
during the
Destiny 2
Bungie 30th
Sandbox.
Anniversary
Also useless, wie alle Raketenwerfer. Let's go.
We've partnered with Nerf Limited to create a functional dart-firing.
Und danach reden sie über Nerfs, ich verstehe schon.
And that's not all. Here's a look at some of the incredible loot we've made over the years
Egal, ich
and
will
a
ihn so
sneak
oder
peek
so
of
haben.
what's coming up.
Also was, den neuen Dungeon kauft man sich, oder was?
Wow, Lorraine, I can't believe we're celebrating Bungie's 30th anniversary.
30 years.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, look, think of all the games and
Haben die auch
products
gesagt, wie
that
teuer der
have
ist?
come out over these years.
Yeah, it's starting Operation Desert Storm, Pathways into Darkness,
Nefarius, du musst 100 Pro nochmal Geld ausgeben.
Myth, Oni, Halo, and Destiny. 7 years of Destiny. It's an amazing journey.
So excited. You know, we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up and a lot of other things.
Also eine Thornrüstung hole ich mir aber auf jeden Fall.
As always, but I mean, what do we have? We have the Fallen Captain statue, which is
hier
incredible.
meine Thorn-Replika auf dem Regal oben stehen. Ich liebe Thorn. Lieblingswaffe.
That thing is so cool.
Yeah. And
Und jetzt, wo Primaries wieder gebufft werden.
Yeah,
dass
I
mehr
get
Muni
goosebumps
droppt
just
mit
thinking
denen.
about that. You know, it really gives me that nostalgia from Destiny 1. And so I think it's a great way we're going to celebrate not only Bungie's 30-year heritage, but the 7-year heritage of Destiny.
Yeah.
And it definitely gives you the feels.
Ja, Schuhe brauche ich nicht. Ja, und endlich Primary gibt's jetzt auch,
for being on this journey with us, whether it started this year or 30 years ago.
We've just started talking about the Witch Queen today. You've got our first peek at weapon crafting, our definitively Destiny campaign, the glaive, and a year full of updates to all our light-based subclasses. All of this and more is coming alongside Savathun's long-awaited arrival front and center to the Destiny universe. The Witch Queen marks an acceleration in our story heading towards the conclusion of the Light and Dark saga, and we're so excited for everyone to join us on this epic adventure in The Witch Queen, Lightfall, The Final Shape, and beyond.
And the Witch Queen's going to kick off another amazing year of Destiny with 4 great seasons packed with all of the narrative, events, and rewards that you've come to expect from us. But there's even more coming next year than just our new seasons. The deluxe edition of the Witch Queen will also include 2 brand new dungeons to be released in 2022. And we're also going to be remastering another classic Destiny 1 raid and releasing it free for all players.
This means going forward, starting this December with our 30th anniversary event, there will be a new piece of raid or dungeon content in the game every 3 months. In 2022, we will also be adding legacy rotations for raids and dungeons, meaning every week there will be new ways to earn rewards in both the latest and greatest content and raids and dungeons from the past. If you love amazing in-game content, we want to prove that no other game offers more quality and more variety than Destiny 2.
We hope that you've enjoyed a look into the future of Destiny 2. Witch Queen pre-orders are available wherever you play Destiny. Crossplay is live on all devices, and Season of the Lost kicks off today. See you in game.
Ja, aber es sind noch 35 Minuten. Könnt ihr nicht noch irgendwas erzählen? Oh, die Location sieht so cool aus. Oh, das ist bestimmt great aus. Ja, wer weiß.
Who decides what is true? Tell me, little light. What is your truth now?
Aber keine Suppenklasse. Schade.
The Witch Queen is no less
Aber ich nehme Speer auch.
she has ever
Speer ist besser
been.
als die Suppenklasse.
Prepare for what is inevitably to come.
Wäre nicht sogar eine neue Waffenklasse? Ja. Weil es ja keine Heavy-Waffe ist, sondern im Energieslot. Cool. Ja, sehr nice. Das war's dann schon. Oh, es ist cool. Ich freue mich auf das alles. Ich denke immer noch, dass es eine neue Gift-Subklasse geben wird, weil manche Emotes sind ja auch in grüner Farbe. Kann sein, dass sie sich noch so aufheben bis näher zum DLC, aber eigentlich, wenn sie sowas hätten, hätten sie es jetzt mit reingepackt, weil why not? Dann könnten sie ja bis Release so ein bisschen die Subklassen genauer zeigen. Der Fahrer ist ein bisschen triggert im Chat. Reworken doch die alten, da passt keine neue dazu. Ja, ich denke jetzt auch nicht, dass gerade Platz ist für die neue. Sie haben ja auch gesagt, dass sie Void überarbeiten, dass es auch dann so wie das Stasis-Menü aussehen wird, ne? Haben sie gemeint. Erstmal Void bei allen 3 überarbeitet wird und das klingt super cool. Weil ich mag das Stasis-Klassensystem sehr. Ja, wir können ein bisschen leiser machen. So. Brauchen keine laute Musik im Ohr. Wie viel kostet jetzt das DLC? 30 bis 50 Euro wahrscheinlich. Witch Queen Steam. Guck mal, ob ich was finde. Lair of the Witch Queen, ne? Das ist was anderes. Destiny 2. Hexen. Ne, ich glaube, ich sieht man noch nicht. Creator kommt wahrscheinlich ein bisschen später. Ja, aber rechne einfach mit 50. Bist du auf der sicheren Seite. Die haben ihre Kampagne mit Doom verglichen. Also, die werden 100%ig 50. Ah, das ist cool.